and then we kind of just put the best lineup together that we can and roll out. And the battles go really quick. They're a lot of fun. Like I said, they're 8-on-8, so you've got the teamwork. You're working together. It's a lot of fun. So if you're in Gales and you guys are hanging out in here, or even if you're not hanging out in here, that's what we're going to try and start doing next week. So we'll see. We'll start reaching out. I don't expect the response to be amazing off the bat, but we'll see what we get going, especially as the morning progresses and it gets to be 8, 9, 10 o'clock. They run for 8 hours, so even if we can only get a couple hours in here and there, and even if we can only run a couple times a week or whatnot, but yeah, we'll try and start doing that because it's a fun change up when you're dealing with 16 on 16 all the time, and that just gets overwhelming after a while, especially when you're not necessarily in communication with your teammates. And I always love playing ground when you're losing and you need to get over and capture this point and everybody's in the air. Like, are you kidding me? We all decided to spawn aircraft all of a sudden? Seriously? So funny. So yeah, that doesn't happen in squad battles. I mean, it happens where all your ground guys might be dead and there's nobody left but a couple of air guys, but at least you guys, communication is a lot of fun. Makes this game just so much more enjoyable. Let I render. Good morning, Veg Gamer. Really good to see you. Had a new best last night. Killed by arcing the shell from a Sturm Tiger and 15 seconds after the master. That's nice. I heard somebody talking about the Sturm Tiger and being able to do something like that. Damn it. That just goes to show if you're in a good notch. Shit. R77, of course, but I wasn't defending at all. But try one more, Furry, and if you want to get back in here. That's cool. That's so fun. But that is what kind of makes the maps a little frustrating, too. You would think that they would have them spaced just enough to where, you can't quite do that. While it's fun when you can do it, I mean, I'm sure you've had it happen to you where it's like, oh, god damn it, right off, seriously? You can shoot me from the spawn? Really? But hell yeah, it's fun when you can do it. I know I try to do it every time. If I can get that shot, you're damn right I'm going to take it. One map in particular, yeah, and what I saw that one on Knights, there's a few. That's why map knowledge is so much more important in ground. Well, I forget what map it was, but there's like a spot on a hill that you can sit on, and it's right over the enemy spawn, but you don't show up on their map, so they don't know you're there, and you just sit there and pick people off. Dink, 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 and they just have no idea. I mean, eventually they kind of figure out you're over there, but I know there's a few maps that have some spots like that. And that's cool, but yeah, if War Thunder needs something, that was kind of eye-popping when, I think it was Knight also that was showing clips from like the very first iteration of War Thunder. It wasn't even called War Thunder, it was like Wings of Steel or something like that. And it was the same maps, the exact same maps, exactly the same. Look exactly the same. I mean, of course, the quality is significantly better now, but the same exact maps. And there are a lot of maps, but man, especially for ARB, give us some, with all these Fox 3s in the upper tier, there just need to be more maps that are in cities and in, canyons and just stuff that gives you something to fly around and through, and it just makes it that much more fun. Upside down, I'll be the bad guy now. Even when I tried. Oh, what movie was I watching that Posty was in recently? And He was like fighting somebody. What was it? He was literally like not cage fighting, but it was like an underground fight, and he's in there just beating people up. Sorry, Posty, I'm not buying it. You're still a little doughy, man. I'm not buying it. No offense, Duke can sing. Not pinning you as a fighter, man. Sorry. Oh, what movie was that? Yes! Jake Gyllenhaal, that was it. Yes, that was it. And it wasn't bad, but that actually brings up the other point I brought up the other day, that while I was sick, I kind of spent a lot of time going through movies. And what is up with just like, I know the 80s and 90s had some really good movies, but do we really need to remake them all? Just with like younger actors? I mean, Roadhouse was a goated fucking movie. Patrick Swayze, I mean that, and Sam, what the other dude, fucking Banquet Beer. Are you shitting me? That movie was badass. And while I'll hand it to Jake, he looking good. I wasn't buying Posty like beating the shit out of people I think that was right at like the beginning of the movie. He looks kind of the part, but then you take shit. Come on, Post, and do a couple sit-ups for this. And yeah, then he ran away like a little girl. It was a decent movie, though. I'll give it that. It was okay. It was okay. It did make me want to watch the old one again. That's not to say Posty's not a scary-looking dude. I just don't know that I would run away from a fight with him. Maybe. He probably does pack a punch. Sometimes guys that look a little doughy like that are gonna hit you like a ton of fucking bricks. I've literally had some females do that to me in the Marine Corps. They literally make us fight each other. There's a couple. Ooh, damn, damn, girl, that hurt. I felt that. Where'd he go? If he's that close, why can't I see him? That could not have been him. And why am I not seeing the guy that's... Bullshit. Now they're lighting up. Alright, this is going to be tricky. I got in here a little bit deep. Come on, Rafal. Do it for me, baby. Oh, he got me too. With his third missile, I might add, after he was damn near killed. Motherfucker. I kind of thought we were going to get the other guy too. It didn't look like he was defending, but I guess not. Here again, what are we looking at? Wow, that's a lot of Rafals actually. Look at these guys are flying the M model. 1, 2, 3. I haven't really seen that, but look at all these Rafals. I don't know if I've ever seen that many Rafals in a match. Mouth shut. I don't know how many are on the other team, but holy cow. I just can't live without you. I hate you. I can't live around you. Alright, Furry, you want to get back in here? We'll step back down. I think I only got one kill. Did I even put anything towards this? It would be nice to get it to 500. That would be nice. That's not that unattainable. That's not that unattainable. Your heart. One more call for Darth if you want to match our BR. It's the tattoos. Yeah, no shit. It does. And what was it? There was actually a documentary I watched It was on a guitar shop, and it had Post Malone in it when he was really young, before he got all the tattoos on his face and stuff. And he was actually a decent, I mean, he still is a decent looking dude, don't get me wrong, but oh man, to see him that young with like no tattoos and stuff on his face, I'm like, oh my god, that cute little dude, I just want to squeeze your cheeks. It was kind of, he's a cute little kid. Probably he got teased a lot about that. Probably why he started tatting up. Smoke pit, a fight pit. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, I will give it to you. You can tell Jake been working out quite a bit. Holy cow. Almost makes you wonder if that wasn't some CGI going on, dude. He was looking ripped in that movie. Oh, Prince of Persia's come a long way. Oh, thank you, Bubba. Thank you for the hug. You've had enough treats for now. It's on cooldown for a little bit. Yes, it's on cooldown for a little bit. But I'll always take a hug from my Ollie. Yes, I will. I'll always take a hug from the doggy. What you been up to, bud? You just been sitting there staring at me. I know. You're just begging for treats. But you get food all day long. I don't want you to be a fat doggy. I don't want you to be a fat doggy. There was one point where he was getting a little chubby. Just a little bit. Schnauzer should be about 15 to 20 pounds, and he was right on the upper end of right at almost 20. And he was being a big boy, weren't you? You was a big doggy. You are kind of big for a schnauzer, a mini schnauzer. You're the biggest one we've had so far. And oh, can you imagine a friend of mine actually had one of the standard schnauzers. So there's miniature schnauzer like this guy. Then there's a standard version, which is almost like a big lab. And then there's a giant, which are huge. They're a little bit smaller than like a Great Dane. And as they get bigger, they get more and more energetic. They're already very kind of high energy dogs. But you can imagine they're just regal. They sit, they got those long beards, and oh my goodness. If I'm not mistaken, Schnauzers are German, but they almost look like Viking when they're that big. And their beards and their hair's cut right. Cool looking doggies. Yeah, you're a handsome boy. Of course, you look like a Chihuahua if we have to shave your beard. Which those are cool looking dogs too. You my wingman, are you helping today? You want me to put my feet out, aren't you? Well, that and you want treats. I can see it in your eyeballs. I can see it in your brown eyes. I need to find a way to... There's two places that I can mount his camera. I'm not sure. But I think if I could figure out a way to maybe even through the Stream Deck somehow, but get the channel point redeem to trigger a mechanism, to spit some treats out, and then bang, turn the camera on. Like I can put the treats in there or whatever, but have it turn the camera on so that you guys can see him there, because he's just laying right there at my feet where he always is. But that would be fun. Oh, the rubber band man. Damn it, again? I'm on just chaff. Fuck! I just got hit with a 7F and I can't even shoot one. I did get it off, but it's not gonna hit. Oh, I did get him. Fuck you. Hell yeah. That was delayed. Fuck yeah. I did shoot him first. Meaning I let the missile go first. Damn it. I'm so sick of that. Of course, that's on me. I don't usually miss shit like that.